Hey guys, Steve here. Today we're going to talk about the low jab. Jab from down here. The jab is inarguably one of our best punches. And having a good low jab on it, a good variation with the low jab, expands the ability of our jab. And again, it's one of our most important, most valuable punches. So, our low jab is going to be coming from down here. Same as our regular jab. It will be an arm-only punch. Purely the arm. Or we can extend our shoulders into it, get that extra bit of reach and power, and get full extension. Alright? And another thing we can do with this is it can be one of our most valuable punches. Not just the jab, but even the low jab itself. But it can also be one of our greatest weaknesses. Alright? So we don't want to bring it back. We don't want to throw a regular jab lazy, and we don't want to throw a low jab bringing it back low every time either. Definitely sometimes, many times when we throw this, let's bring it back high. And training in the gym, good habits that will carry through into sparring and into fights. Okay, so we're going to be throwing our jab. The other thing we can do, the other thing I want to talk about with the jab, as it's one of the most common punches we throw, and it's our lead punch. It's leaving the lead side of our face exposed. So that means that we're more likely to be stricken on that side of the face. And so, more often than not, I like to shift my hand to the other side. The hand that stays behind, in this case, my right. And many times, I like to take advantage and rotate my shoulders into this punch and bringing my head with it. I'm going to leave my defense and I'm going to move my head. So now I've evaded a potential punch and I've gained a little bit more mass, a little bit more inertia into this jab. It's coming from lower up high. Alright, so many times, think about that too when we're throwing a jab. Many times, in my opinion, you want to put just a little bit of head movement and cross that hand. Don't always be predictable and leave that lead side of the face. Okay, now up here on the bag, well, let's talk about variations. We can throw this low jab to the body. That's a great punch. It's so close and probing. It's a great shot. And also we can throw this evading a punch, for example, and we can throw it from outside, or evading a punch the other way. All different angles, all different variations. We want to have our jab to where we feel like we have the confidence in it that we can win a fight with it alone. Okay? And hopefully so much confidence that even with a hand behind our back, we want to build that jab up to where it's a great tool for us. That again, we've got full confidence in. The angle on this punch, it's not going to be coming at a direct angle to our opponent's face or to the bag. Because if it did, we'd be rolling our hands and harming our wrists, and we wouldn't be getting our shoulders, our mass behind that punch. So we're going to bring this punch up and in. It's going to come up in a rotating arc. So at this last portion here, I'm going to be actually getting it up in front of my shoulder, and extending it out. In fact, I'm going to try to even take that arc. I'm going to try to peak that arc away from the bag, such that my hand's even, if anything, going down, and get that extra little bit of gravity, that extra little power at the last part of that punch. It's hard to do with a low jab. It might be only in my mind, but in my mind, I'm trying to get over that hump and come down on that punch. And again, anytime we're hitting the bag, we want to hit that bag. If we're practicing headshots, we want to hit that bag at our head height or greater, or at the height of our opponent, our anticipated opponent or greater. So again, we're coming with this, and we're going to come to that circular movement. And again, many times we're going to want to bring that back to our face, especially in training. Not always back down low, but arcing movement. Jabs are great to double and triple up, and the low jab is no exception. So if we bring that up, the second jab, we're only going to be bringing that second jab back just enough to be able to get some sink back on it again. We're going to get our shoulder pop back into it, but throw that first jab and throw that second jab right after it. Right, practice that and practice it a lot. Again, get your jab to where you feel like you could win a fight with it alone. change angles, change everything, alternate everything up. That brings me to another point. We can throw that jab from close distance too. Right? It doesn't seem like something we'd throw from up tight, but that low jab can sneak its way in there and be a great tool. In fact, we can even do it from up on our opponent. We can give a shoulder bump for space. Just clear enough space, and sure enough, that punch can get in there. Alright, so for you want to practice that, it's a great punch to add to your arsenal. Not just the short punch version, but that short version, one of the reasons it's great, if we're in tight on our opponent and give a shoulder bump for separation, many times our opponent is going to take that as an opportunity to disengage. So if I was to throw a hook in that position, and even the hook from a low position is a great shot. we'll talk about that in the number 3 hook video coming up. But if I throw a hook in that position after a shoulder bump, it's a great shot. But again, many times with that shoulder bump and that separation, our opponent's going to be disengaging. And so if we throw a hook, it's quite likely that our opponent is going to actually evade that punch. This is one more reason why that short jab after a shoulder bump can be a great tool, because if our opponent is disengaging, I'm trying to hit my opponent here, so I've got a lot more opportunity and time to reach together. Or her. You're beating up on a Girl Scout. Alright, so that's the low jab, guys. Work it until you get such confidence in it. Again, you feel like you could take on the world with it alone. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, watch out for the next one. And also, watch out for that elbow. Peace.